All right, test, test. Okay, test, test. All right, hi there. Welcome. We're gonna be making some creatures, or at least a creature. Maybe I'll do two. I'll figure it out soon. Depends on how long the first one takes me. Either way, before we get started, I figure why don't we gamble a little bit, and you can open, we can open a few packs of cards. So I have enough points to open 10 packs. So you should be able to see this fine. I'll even like sort of focus on this, hopefully. Then we'll go. Anyway, we'll just see what we get. So this is like their newest set, and I'm like halfway through completing it, if not like slightly more. Oh, there we go. Shiny Infernape EX. That's good. I like that. Anyway, we'll just sort of speed through a little bit. Morty. A lot of Sunkern, a lot of memory. Poliwag, Melodic, Poliwhirl, Inkay. That Malamar video that they made recently was weird. Sunfisk, okay. Why so much Miltank? Zoroark. Jumpluff EX. Is that new? No. Last pack, Crustle, Relicanth, Stunfisk, Electric, and Morty. Alright, well there we go. We got a couple cards. Hopefully these showed up on camera okay. So was it 4 new cards? So now I'm at 59 of 71. Yeah, I like this. This one is good. Discard all energy. Okay, there we go. No more cards for today. Let's refocus on the center, which is hopefully around here. It says I completed some more missions. Anyway, hopefully everybody's doing good. It is somewhat early in the morning, and I decided that I wanted to build some stuff. So I'm hoping that we can get that done today. I've got my usual tools that I think that I'll need. And then we have this. So, I got 4 of these things. I've got a Manta Ray. I've got an Emperor Scorpion. I've got a Scout Beetle. And I've got a Rhinoceros Beetle. So these are the 4 things that I have that I'm going to build. Like I said, I'm probably just going to start with 1 and maybe do 2. And you know what? Seeing as I was gambling earlier, why don't I let Gamble decide what I'm going to do today? So hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 4. Alright, looks like it's number 1. And basically, I'm just gonna count this as number 1. So there we go. We are making the Emperor Scorpion, and if we get through it fast enough, then I'll build another one. I've already kind of taken a look at this box. I grabbed it on my way to work yesterday, so I've already sort of like taking a look inside and seeing everything that's in here. Pretty much the same as the last one with the bug or the beetle that I built. I'm hoping that this one has all the pieces. That is the important part in my mind. It was the important part last time, but we all know what happened last time. That didn't happen. I will admit, this is actually a kind of a cool picture. It's cool. Anyway. So yeah, we've got our parts, which let's go ahead and just crack into. All right. We have A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, then we have some additional pieces. Okay, this must be part of the tail, obviously, and it appears to have some mobility to it. We have what I think is the tip of the tail, and another portion as well. This appears to be Big Claw. Okay. Just put these pieces over here. We have the base. We also have a little box of goodies. Oh my god, am I going to be getting a pair of these in every single kit? Alright, so we have a little thing of screws, which we'll probably be using throughout. This one actually came with a pair of tweezers, which is interesting. I like my tweezers better. And again, the screwdriver, I'll keep it just in case. It's slightly smaller than this one, but I'll probably won't use it. We have some circuit boards and some motors and some wires. We have some metal pieces, okay. Then we have some detail cogs and additional things, okay. And then we have some screws, a bar, and the Rokr logo plate, which I'm assuming is probably where we're going to end up starting. Right, let's just dig into it, shall we? And as predicted, the Rokr plate and E7. Which one? E7. It is the larger of the screws. Has to be. Nothing else would fit. I was actually quite enamored with this other set that I built, so that's why I decided that I would basically build all of them. Thought they looked pretty cool, and they didn't end up taking up that much space. Alright, there we go. Front plate. This one's also different too in the fact that it already has like a little adapter here. Last time we actually had to like plug something in. But this time it actually has like a USB-C port there, so it's interesting. Okay, so it looks like we're doing a test. So we're taking stuff out of here. So first things first is this circuit board with all the plugs. And then it wants me to plug everything in a certain way. Okay. Getting the same treatment. And then the last thing that we're plugging in is this guy. Okay, and now that we have everything plugged in, we're going to take our base. Oh, darn. I didn't think about that part. Triple A's. Shit. Those are double A's. 1 second. I also need to grab water. Oh, I should have left the BRB on. All right. So, 3 AAAs. Turn it on. And plug this in this orientation. Alright, so now we're just testing to make sure that everything works. We want lights and motion. Okay, yeah, motors work. Lights. There's nothing here, but there is light here. Here, here. 2 lights, and then these. Seems like this has like some sort of programmed actions to it. That's cool. Disconnect that, put it back. And I'm going to turn off the power. Okay, so let's get started in actually making the thing. So we need A7 and A6. Okay, and then with this piece in this orientation, looks like it just fits right there. And then we are taking this part here. This appears to be sitting in there, and wire sort of. Going on this side, okay. show us a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then we are taking this. Looks like it is wire side up. And placing that down over top. Wait, the screws from here. Right, I actually need to refer to the parts list on this one. Because I feel like the screws that it's telling me to use are detail screws. But no, in this particular case, it is the correct screw. That's weird. Okay. Okay, and that basically locks everything in there to a certain degree. The motor is still sort of loose, but I'm sure something will go over top of that. Okay, and that's what I was expecting. Pull the cabling over the wires to keep them together. And then they're going to get threaded through this little gap here. I'll keep everything locked in place. And basically I'm just training the wire around the model just like it tells me to. Perfect. Now we're taking piece A8. You know. Right, this just goes over top of that. And hides the wires. Okay, what am I putting in here? We're using these screws. And from the underside, Because we're just going to plastic, I'm not doing them super tight, just tight enough. Because I want to strip any threads. There we go. Cool. Now, E1 and A4. We're taking this E piece and we're fitting it down in here. Maybe like a little light spreader. Then okay, need 4 more screws. There we go. Put together. Now, A1. Melt the sauce. Barely just goes on the back here. Closes up that side. Okay. And then D10. Oh, underside. Ah, that's actually a good way to cover up the screw holes. Actually, that's not screw holes that it's covering. Never mind. Oh, I thought they were genius for a second. I also needed another piece. Seriously, that's what I would have done. If they were just using this piping, I would have just used the piping to cover up the holes where the screws went in. But still, it's a little bit of detail. Alright, so after that, we are going to get a 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. And each one of these just slips down into this groove. Now we need A3 and D12. And this kind of just pops in there. There's some little lugs. Gives it some detail. And then this goes down into the center. And we're going to take 3 of our regular screws here. Use that to hold that in place. Now, we can take this, and it shouldn't matter which orientation I put it in, but there's a little cross on the motor, and now that is attached to the motor. There we go. The motor has soft self-locking. I will just put that off to the side. Alright, next. C2, E2, B2. That's right, that's just the name of a droid in Star Wars. C2, E2, B2. But we also need B10. So I'll grab that now while I'm here. E2. All right. E board is now done. Take E2, place it on the front, and then we take B2 and place it on the back. Creates this little cannon looking thing, which then plugs in. Oh, wrong direction. That direction. Okay, plugs in on there. So now that we have this, turn it upside down. And I'm going to grab the other part that had the motor. And it says we're going to take this piece with the light going down. Okay. That goes down like that. Then one of those old screws. Hold it down. Okay. We need to grab piece C4. Okay, so with this, we are placing the motor, but probably before that, we want to put the wires down through the bottom. And then that goes on top. Says it wants the exposed wires to be longer than 9 centimeters, which they are. Doesn't appear that we're screwing anything together yet. Okay. We are taking A2. And this is apparently going here. Okay. B3, B4. These basically the same, they're just like different angles. Yeah, okay. Okay. Then we're getting D14 and 15. And again, these are basically mirrored pieces. Oh, but thankfully they are slightly different. They have like a little keyhole to go into, but like one side has a larger keyhole than the other. That's actually smart. That's smart. Okay. We get C3. And like it's in this orientation. Two lugs on here that this just connect with. Okay. All right, we still have a cable sort of hanging down here. Getting B11 and B5. These go on here, and from this side, we screw it together. This piece, and this piece has a little cross indent in it, which then lines up with this cross on the motor. I plug that in again. We can't turn it because it's self-locking. And that appears to be all for that for the moment. We're now getting G4, which I'm assuming is this. Wasn't attached to anything, so. And then we're going to get B6. So this bit goes, it says press to the deep. So it goes in there deep, huh? Got it. So with this, we now take this arm and we thread a little cable through and put this in. Lock it in. Okay. Apparently it wants this little sheath to help cover wires. Alright, so it has like a little path for the wires to go down. But just like that, basically. Now we have those cables sticking right there. Okay, good. Now, you're taking this piece, and again, with the cables get put through these little clips. Good. I can still adjust the cables if I need to because I don't quite know where this is sitting. Although I think I do. Okay, but I'm not doing anything with that just yet. It does want all of the cables run like in between this section, so I'll just make sure that I'm careful with that. I need B9 and B13. pull these a little bit more. Okay, so B9. Comes down and collars these. And then B13. This orientation comes down and helps lock those in the rest of the way. Oh, good. I still technically have the ability to move these cables, so if I need to, I can. And it is actually telling me to, it tells me to gently pull the cables. And put that down. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it wants them to be about 5 centimeters, which they are. Very good. So now we have this guy. So we got like his right pincer. We got his head, face, and yeah. Building out into his body. Got it. Alright, let's build more. I need B7. And then from package 2, it wants P5s. Specifically like these little flanged one it looks like. Look, flanged ones it looks like. Okay. And then I need a... Oh, I need 3 of them. Never mind. Okay, and then I need 3 little gears. Oh, I haven't even opened up this thing yet. So what it's asking for is for these go on here. And we're using these flange screws to basically lock them in place. And I'm assuming that, yeah, they should still be able to spin. They all spin. D5. Okay, and then with this, in this orientation, use lugs to attach. Okay. Need one of those golden screws again. And from the back, use that to lock it in place. Okay. B1, B12 go together. Okay, so these down into the lugs, snap tight, okay? And then this in this orientation goes here. Then also gets this other gear. Slides in. Then we get this rod. This apparently just goes through. Okay, everything turns. And gets. Oh, I was missing this one part. C1. Gonna prove to be slightly important.
Could I ever be the same?
And this apparently just goes here and lines up with all those lugs. Come in, and then we take this and push it, and now it doesn't fall out the back. And yeah, everything spins.
Endlessly twirls and twirls. Please don't look at me with those eyes. I can't stand to see you cry. You can fly.
Okay, so we are now taking this.
You can close your mind. I'll still be on the run, trying to escape.
Pushing it down. Sure. Gears are fully engaged. Okay, so I can no longer turn that in any way, because now it's locked in with those gears. Okay, I get it. Yeah, everything works. And then when you're flipping this upside down, I'm gonna start screwing this thing in. I would actually say that so far this is easier than the Beetle. Or at least it seems like somewhat slightly more straightforward. But that might just be because I don't have to like fuck around with wings. I might actually have to use this screwdriver for this bit. It just has more room around the head of the screw. Okay, cool. So there we go. That is now attached. Looks like we're working on tail now. We're going to take this last piece. And we're going to take this. It looks like it just sort of clips. Oh, but not that way around though. Okay, clips. And this bit. Clips. Okay. Now we have basically the full tail. And now we need D4, D6, D7, D8 are the same parts. Pay attention to their directions. Pillars have different sizes. Right. I need D11. Just gonna attach this one first. Okay, this is a little detail. 4, 6, 7, 8, huh? Oh, I understand what it says. We're different sizes. Okay. Basically, there are large and small holes on the backs of these. And I just have to make sure that the right lugs go in the right lugs. There we go. That'll help keep the wire in place. Great! D13. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't really show that very well. But yeah, it was like a little ring going over top of there. And then we need... oh! 9 of these little spike things. Or 5 of them. They're called P9s. These are actually metal. No, no. They're plastic, but they're metal painted. Alright, I can't win. So now we have little back spikes. Wants me to bend. As shown below. There you go. I sort of wanted to split the wire excess between that and sort of shape it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, never mind. I can pull that wire excess that way. Got it. Looks like we are now connecting these parts together. So starting with hit it in the lower. This white and yellow one goes in bottom right. Black, blue, and red one in top right. Black and blue one in top left. White and red in bottom left. What's going on down there? Alright, all wires plugged in. Oh, okay. P15. Got it. So what it wants me to do with the wires sort of facing downwards, wants me to take some of this tape and wrap it around so it kind of looks like that. And then we're taking this, sliding it down like that. And this tail guy. Slid into this little gap here. It's just telling me that all cable should be between those two pegs there. And now we're gonna get part B8. And this part here is like a little leatherette sticker, basically, I think. I'm just gonna paste that over here. Ow. Sharp. Okay. Now, take this and sort of hide everything else. It does appear that the circuit board has a bit that goes behind it, right? Yeah, it has a groove around the circuit board. This piece is a little fiddly, so I definitely recommend taking time. Oh, there was another little rail here for the board to go down as well, so I missed that in my original placement. What I'm doing now is I'm just using a pair of tweezers to help guide any remaining wire. Okay, good. Now, should be able to Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Yeah. Understanding how parts go together makes this easier. And then we add screws. Very cool. Yeah, all the rest is like non-mechanical, non-motorized. So we're doing a little test. Okay, plugs in. Turn on and okay. Well, this part. Yeah, shouldn't this be turning? Yeah, okay. Okay. It's like it's trying to. got it caught up? Yeah, it's catching on something. Hmm. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna have a lot of leeway here because the cables are attached now. We'll see what we can do. I lift this up. Okay, yeah, something's... Something's wrong, because not all of this is supposed to be turning. Yeah, not all of this is supposed to be turning. It's, it's only supposed to be turning these inner bits. Okay, and I can confirm that the wires in here are not the reason why it's not turning. Interesting. Thought USB didn't matter. Yeah, because like, if you take a look there, like that's supposed to be able to spin. Okay. Try to get this together again. And what I'll do, I will specifically tighten up the pieces that aren't supposed to move. And again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, maybe I just didn't have a gear in there well. Okay. Thank you for being easy to troubleshoot, relatively speaking. Okay, just to make sure. Okay. We're golden. We are doing D1 and D3. Alright, if I'm holding D3, okay, a little more piping. D16. This one goes there. All right, now we need A5. I'm actually glad that we have this piece specifically. All right. Because this piece will help protect our USB-C connector here, which I'm starting to think is not like a full USB-C, maybe. I don't know. Like C-type. Okay, so yeah, we've just put this little base thing on here. Will help it like align and shit. Alright, now we are grabbing this other little arm. Grabbing D9. Which is the last thing on there. Where the heck does this go? Oh, we finally used that chain. Oh my god. That was actually like a little bit difficult to align. So yeah, then we end up with this little chain bit. And then goes in here. Now we got both claws, but no leggies. Oh, these are like the slightly flexible shit. Okay, so F15 and 16, do they come in pairs? Yeah, they do. Okay. This thing has too many legs. So are scorpions related to spiders then? But they don't spin web. They also technically have... At least this one technically has 8 legs and 2 arms. I don't know shit about bug entomology or etymology or whatever it is.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
I don't know shit about bug entomans. Entomans being those mediocre gas station slash convenience store donut type treats. Okay. I just realized also that these are. Oh, never mind. I don't have to worry. I was saying like these are like left and right legs, right? And I realized that I did not separate them between left and right, but thankfully there is another clue that helps me. Thankfully, molded into each one of these little feet is an L and an R. Alright, is it just me or do they get... Yeah. Oh god, I was so dumb. Yeah, there was multiple reasons why. Well, actually, no. I did at least match the... Oh, okay, never mind. I matched better than I was giving myself credit for. I am less concerned now. Sweet. I got a full-on scorpion, buddy. I'm tempted to actually like glue those in. I think I might actually do. There we go. I'm okay with that. It wouldn't impact really taking anything apart if I needed to. And those legs actually help this sit like slightly nicer. And then we go... Yeah, this bit lights up. This lights up here. Tail lights up. This blue light and the actual tip being green. Oh, there's like actually like liquid in here. Oh, that's awesome. That gives it a good effect. Yeah, there you go. Alright. How long did that take? 2 hours? I guess that wasn't that bad. Question is do I do another one? I like him. I do appreciate the fact that it has some sort of like, you know, check system sort of startup before it like actually like goes into motion. And again, I think this only stays active for like 3 minutes. So if you were to like leave it alone, it'll turn off it on its own after like 3, and then that'll be it. And I guess like in between that time, it'll just sort of do what it does, which is basically just like, I guess, this for 3 minutes. Which I guess isn't bad. I kind of wish that it would do more of that like stop start, maybe like change the rotation. I will say that like the flashing in like the tail does change. I think it was, yeah, and then this like starts flashing. Oh, this one is doing some like different rotation as well. Interesting. It did sound like it was like slowing down a little bit earlier too. Okay, so it's not just fully just going now. It'll do some slightly different stuff. Well, there you go. How about that? Oh, I didn't mean to turn it off. Okay, well, there we go. The Emperor Scorpion. How about that? The tail is properly tightened, malfunctions. Continuously run for 3 to 4 minutes. It'll automatically stop. Low battery may cause the electrical motor to run slowly or stop. And it says, keep the toolkit. I'm not keeping shit. So, here, I'm gonna pack everything up. I will say that went very well. There was that like light little hiccup in the middle where I wasn't sure why the middle wasn't turning, but we figured it out. Now it's working fine. And thankfully, compared to the last one, we actually got all the parts. So that's even less worry in my book. Alright. If we're going to do another one, I need to know which one to do. But I'm going to put a little. I'm gonna put a little break in this one. I'm staying here. Bear with me for like 2 seconds. It's purely for recording purposes.